What's good, everybody? Spektrades back here. In this video, I'll be going over in depth on this one thing that you should be doing to finally become profitable. If you are new here, make sure to follow me on Instagram at Spektrades. That is where you can get more access to me, and just DM me if you have any questions. Without further ado, we're not gonna hold back. We're gonna go straight into this video. The first thing we have to be doing is our pre-market routine. As you can see right here, today was Tuesday. We had completed Monday's routine. Now we had completed Tuesdays. Now that we are on Tuesday's pre-market routine, the first question we ask ourselves is what high/medium impact news drivers should we be aware of? Earlier today, we had 9:45 and 10 a.m. news. So we waited patiently for price to deliver. As you can see right here, the second question is what is the draw on liquidity? This is where I put down a brief description of this picture right here on what I state that the draw on liquidity is. As you can see earlier today, we had these old lows right here that failed to push price higher. So I was looking for price to push down lower to then rally higher. And then my daily bias was for price to just continue to the upside and just keep pushing on the bullish momentum. As you can see right here, this was the before screenshots that we had. We had this screenshot right here. This was the befores where price was just playing around. And this was when right here we were on the live with the team. And this is when we first entered our first contract. And this is the after right here when price came back down lower and mitigated this 5-minute fair value gap that I stated on the live that we were going to pull to then extend higher to come and clear our old highs. So this right here was just our brief journaling. We must journal every trade. We must know exactly what happened each day and just see exactly the patterns that occur each day so we can be more aligned with proper order flow. Now let's hop on the charts and go in depth into exactly this one thing you should be doing. To traders, they fail. I swear they fail to do a top-down analysis. They fail to go from the higher time frames to the lower time frames to find the higher time frame range and to see exactly where price is likely to pull towards to. So in this video, I'll be doing a live full top-down analysis from the daily all the way to the 3-minute time frames of that trade that we caught today. So make sure you guys take notes, go on your charts and go back to this for yourself also so we can get the full understanding. As you guys can see on the daily time frames, that's the first time frame that I mainly use. Price went higher to clear these internal range highs and then to tap inside of our daily fair value gap. So price went higher to clear our internal range highs on the daily and then went higher to tap inside of our daily fair value gap. So now that price tapped inside of our daily fair value gap, what can we expect for it to do? We can expect for it now to start seeking lower prices, to start seeking sell side liquidity, these old lows. So that's what I was anticipating earlier. Now let's go down to the 4-hour time frames and see exactly what it did. So now on the 4-hour time frames, we can see that price had went lower and cleared these old lows and gave us a clean liquidity sweep of all these old lows and fill in our 4-hour fair value gap perfectly. Just like I stated, the fair value gaps are the magnet of the markets. If a fair value gap is left unfilled, price will come back and refill it as a magnet. Price will be attracted to it and fill it and then pull back. So as you can see, this was a prominent area right here. We were catching the low to go higher now. Now that we got our first step, we have our liquidity sweep. Now let's get down even lower to the lower time frame to see even more price action getting built. And now on the 1 hour, not much can be shown to us. Now let's go down even lower to the 15-minute time frames. Now we're on the 15-minute time frames. Price had went lower and filled our fair value gap perfectly and then rallied back higher and left us this clean displacement. Now let's get down to the 5-minute time frames and see even more price action. Now that we're on the 5-minute time frames, as you guys can see, price had went lower and give us a liquidity sweep of this old low and then went higher. So now we're looking for a break of structure of this swing high. Now let's play price and see if we got this break of structure of this old swing high. As you can see, price had went higher and gave us a firm body break of structure of this swing high right here. So as you can see, price had took liquidity from these old lows and tapped inside of our 4-hour fair value gap and then went higher and gave us a break of structure of this swing high, making this what we call a market structure shift, where price was once in a bearish momentum purging lower to now looking to go higher. Now let's see if we get any 5-minute zones that we can possibly catch a trade from. So we can see we have 2 zones. We have this first fair value gap and this second fair value gap perfectly. Me personally, I always like to take at least both of them, but just adjust my risk. You never know which fair value gap may work, so just always adjust your risk based on them. But me personally, I had used this second fair value gap because it was aligned with a 3-minute fair value gap also. On the 3-minute, we kind of didn't have a fair value gap, But this 5-minute fair value gap was also, as you can see, this 5-minute fair value gap was also a 3-minute fair value gap. So this zone right here was better for me to take a setup. So I placed my trade. Let's just place our trade right at the open of the fair value gap and stop loss right at the old low. Since we know that now, this is what we call a strong low. Make sure you guys watch my videos on strong highs and weak lows. So now this is a strong low, and then now this is a weak high. Perfectly. So now you may be like, where do we look to scale out? As you can see, the main places we can scale out is old highs or old lows if we are in a sell format. Like right now, we are in a buy format. We are looking to target old highs for our take profits. So your first take profit can be this old high or this old high right here. Perfectly, because there's a order block right above it. So price will seek any traders that are trying to take any trades from this order block right here. So we can take our take profit. We can place our target right at this right here. Perfectly. And now let's play price and see exactly how this trade played out this morning. And boom, this trade right here was a New York afternoon type of trade, because as you guys can see right here, this trade didn't happen until around 12:40, and then it went back lower to fill in this IPA completely, perfectly right here, to fill in this IPA completely, to then push price higher to clear our old high. This trade right here yielded a 123, but this is how we catch sniper entry trades every single day. As you can see, we went from the higher time frames. We developed a higher time frame bias. We started from the daily. And seen exactly where price came from. We seen that price went higher to clear this old high and tap inside of our daily fair value gap. And now we know that price is seeking lower prices. So now we see that these old internal range lows could be possible zones that price may pull towards to. We see this old low, this old low, and now this old low. And then during 9:30 a.m. we seen this crazy sell in price action. Apparently there was a war outbreak in Iran, so we had this crazy drop right before 10 a.m. news, as you can see. And then price went lower, give us the liquidity sweep of this old low that we are looking for right here to tap inside of our 4-hour fair value gap. And then we scale down to the 5-minute time frames. Then from the 5-minute time frames, what we're looking for is for price now to rally higher and give us a break of structure, or what we label a market structure shift of this old high. And then we're gonna look for zones in discount, right? Your zone has to be in a discount array. As you can see right here, let me grab my GAN box right here. This is my GAN box. Anything below here is discount, and anything above here is supply. So we waited for price to pull back inside of this 5-minute / 3-minute fair value gap. So we seen that price came back inside of this fair value gap, mitigated it completely, filled this zone completely, to then rally higher to clear all of our take profit zones. Price cleared this old high and then reach higher to clear this old high. Well, this is it. I hope you were able to understand the concepts fully and that this video provided you a lot of value. If you are a person that is looking to get mentored by me and my brother Arkham Trades, make sure to check out the first link in the description to enroll into Spark Trading University, where you will be getting mentored by me, Spektrades, and my brother Arkham Trades personally until you become profitable. So make sure you check out the first link in the description to enroll into Spark Trading University. I hope you guys like, subscribe, and comment down below any video ideas that you want me to do. This is it. Spektrades out.